Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to prison. We're building a prison today in Prison Architect. It's a game done by, now let me double check their name, it's Introversion Software. It is available on Steam. There will be a link to it in the about of the video. Now, Prison Architect is a prison building simulator. You build a prison, plain and simply. It's a cross between theme park, Dungeon Keeper, Sim City. You have income and you have prisoners to look after. So what you need to do is build a prison. There's no real aim to it other than building a prison which is as good as you can make it. Now, I've gone for a fairly small generic map here, so I'm not too bothered about that. It's just going to be a pretty quick look through. So first thing I'll do is I'll put the game onto pause. Now, we have 8 prisoners arriving at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's in 22.5 hours. So if you go to your bank balance, you get some grants. Grants are basically quests or objectives per se. So the first one, if we take that, build a holding cell, a shower, a yard, a kitchen, a canteen, hire 2 guards and 2 cooks. So that's all we need to do. So how do we do it? Well, we need to start building a prison. So we've got our deliveries and our garbage here. We can change that, we don't need to have it necessarily there, but I think it's fine there. So I will start thinking about how we build. So let's have a look. So we can build a holding cell. Now, a holding cell, if we go to rooms down at the bottom here, needs to be 5 by 5, surrounded by walls and doors, indoors, and must contain a toilet and a bench. Prisoners do get some rights. Plus, you don't want to have a messy toilet. So if we have this as our entrance, again we're in planning mode just now, so nothing's actually going to get built. We can bring our prisoners in. Now we have a shower and a yard to go, so I want to make sure that we don't have any escapees, so I'll see what I can do to try. Now that was 5, so I'll just try and keep a little bit of symmetry here. Right, can we build a... So we could actually almost make that our yard. So if we have our yard here, nobody's going to be able to escape out, that's for sure. Perhaps we can have our holding cell here. We can maybe make our kitchen and canteens over here. Quite large, I might need to make it that big. They're only prisoners after all. We can make the shower. Let's make it about this size, that looks about right. So the canteen and kitchen doesn't need to necessarily be a size, neither does a shower. It's only the holding cell and the yard, which needs to be 5 by 5. I'm pretty sure that was... Yep, that's got to be okay size wise. So the next step is that we need to start thinking about building it. Actually, that's quite messy when I look at it. I do like this little bit here, but I think if I maybe just make our shower here, just keeps things alright. So first thing we need to do is start thinking about building our prison. So let's build the first square. So we'll speed time up, let our builders work on that, and we'll have to think about the door as well while we're doing this. So you go to objects and you can build a door. So pressing R lets you rotate it around. And there we go. So that's all now built. They're installing a light. You can actually see the flash. That means there's no power going to it. So let's keep working away here. Now let's have a look. And if we go back to our brick, now how do we do this again? So I'll need to build wall inside now because I've built. So if I start, I'll actually make this. This is going to be a fence, not a fence. Can I actually do it as a prison bars? I'm not sure. Let's double check objects. Is it maybe an object? It's a jail door. I don't really see it, so I'll just go back to putting what I had there. I believe it was a brick on the outside as well. Just gives us another. And our letter guys start to build away here. Now, just realised I've forgot to put a door there. Now that is for our part of our canteen facility. So let's finish that up. So we do need to make sure that our prisoners can get in and out. So we'll put some normal doors, but I'll put some staff doors as well. So we don't want to have our prisoners running in and out. So we'll let these guys finish up. Now, because there's no power, it means everything's in the dark. What we need to do is also build a room for our generator. In fact, we don't even need to have a room, I don't believe. We just need to build a generator. So if we go to objects, and we should find, notes utilities, a power station. So what we can do is build a power station just behind it, and also build a water pump, because we'll all need to have water running in. Build some capacitors. Now, did I put that water pump in? Not sure. Water pump was here. There we go. So we'll put the pipes in. And this just helps everything move along. This is just for power, for sewage, to put our electrical cables in. This keeps it all moving along. Now what we do need to do is start putting rooms as certain rooms. So first of all, that is our holding cell. This will be our yard out here, I believe. Where did I put our yard? Here. So our yard's actually inside, but we'll adjust that later. This is our canteen. This will be our kitchen. Actually, no, our yard was, so we can highlight it and remove it like that. Make that our yard. That was our shower up here. It's quite a large shower actually. Probably could have cut into that, but it will do for now. So we're just waiting for the guys to finish up doing all their ways. We only got 10 hours. We're going on full speed here, so we need to be careful about the time. So first we need to do is start filling our rooms. So we need to make sure we get a jail door here. So we'll put a jail door in last. The reason I'm going to put it in last is that we need security guards to open that. So if we go to our utilities, now because the holding cell required a toilet, we can put a toilet in there. Prisoners can escape through big pipes, but they can't escape through small pipes. But you can't have big pipes everywhere, so you can't have small pipes everywhere. And this also needs power, I've just realised. Otherwise you won't get any water going through. So you can't just run small pipes, they can't flow enough water through. So at some point you do need to have big pipes, but it's fairly easy to make sure that they don't escape. So we're looking for a toilet, aren't we? And it was around here, was it? Yep. And the shower head, I can put that just down from there. That's about here-ish, I think. Now this also needs a bench. So let's have a look. Where do we have a bench? You can press R to rotate. Let's just pop it there. Now the kitchen needs a cooker, a fridge and a sink. So if we pause again, we're looking for a cooker. So we're in our objects. Now let's have a look. Where is the cooker? Have I lost the cooker? Yep, sometimes you might need to expand it. There we go. So sink can go here, a cooker can go here, and what was a fridge was needed as well. This needs a serving table. So let's pop our serving table, and where is our, it also needs a bench. So we've got a bench here. And bench here. We can have a table there. Now serving table is here, so we can pop that there. So let's let our workers work away here. And what do we get? So this is not quite hooked up to the water yet. That's okay, we'll just let them do away. And I missed the drains completely, so that's okay, got it now. I'll probably put another toilet in while I'm here. Now do need to be very, very careful. Holding cell, we've only got 5.5 hours. So what I'll do now is I'll actually hire a couple of guards. and a couple of cooks. And I'll also now put in the jail door. I'll rotate that around so it's facing that way. And we'll let our guys working it here. See, that's now been complete. Now we've actually now finished our first prison. What I'll do though is I shall actually, now can I turn this into dirt? It's a pretty dreadful yard, being honest, even for prisoners. So let's see, can I do that? I don't think I can. I'm not sure I can build it. I'll work on it later, don't worry. So I'll just put it onto normal speed. And I'll start getting rid of all of our junk that's been left lying around. Because we don't want our prisoners. Now, they will use other items. So if, for example, I've got a light, see, that's not been set to anything. If I go to objects, go to light, see, there was 3 listed there, so they'll actually use whatever is remaining. And garbage will go away just over time as well. I'll pop some concrete floor in there. No, I can't. There's sometimes little nuances of the game which you're not really sure about, so sometimes you can think, oh, I can do that, it's not a problem, but then for some reason it doesn't actually let you. So you can see we've got 33 minutes to go already for our prisoners, and soon we'll be good. I don't actually have this. Did I specify that as the yard? I didn't, did I? Or I did, but I removed it, I think. So I'm just doing that again. So there we go, the yard again. So there we go. Everything seems to be relatively clean for our prisoners coming in. They've got access to a shower, holding cell, and here we go. That's a supply truck. Here's our prison bus. Now we can get more. For now I'll just put it in none, so we're not in a rush. So while that's flashing, it just says there's no prisoners actually there to start eating from there. That's fine, all these guys will be coming in just now soon. So our guards will be coming in to bring them in. It seems rather reckless leaving them on the outside, but that's what happens. So there we go, this is our very first prison starting to fill up. I'll speed it up a bit just so they're all in. And you can see the more prisoners you have, the more money you get. You do get an accountant that can help you just work things out. And that's our last prisoners now being assigned to the Stone Whisperer prison for offenders. So for everybody that's not been relaxed, just remember, this is the fate that awaits you. So we're currently now closed to prisoners. We have meals available for them. They can go in and eat. And we can actually change their schedule, I believe, but that's later on. So let's have a look at our bank balance. And that asks us to build an administrative centre. So it's 2 offices, 1 a warden, unlock finance for your bureaucracy, I'll show you that, and an accountant. So that's going to be fairly straightforward to do. I'll adjust that to set it up. Now this is probably going to work out as a nice area for offices. Now offices are a 5 by 5, if I remember rightly. Let's have a look. Office. Here we go. So it's 4 by 4, but we need a desk, a chair, and a filing cabinet. And of course it does need to be indoors as well. You don't need to attach it onto a building, it just seems a bit of a waste otherwise. So let's have a wee look and let's build again. So that 7 by 7 should do us. Wait for that to build again. Sometimes it just seems to go a bit odd when you're trying to build things. Seems quite harsh, that yard, isn't it? It's very much in the dark. What I'll probably do at some point is actually convert this into, I could maybe convert it into offices and then build the yard going out. If you can make the yard on the inside, that allows you to get any other prisoners that you're setting up all to go in. A yard is a very much a lot of room just at waste, so let's get this done now, and there we go. So we're going to let our guys finish up our offices. You might have heard a wee car go past there in the background. I do apologise if you heard that. Not a problem. It's a happy little prison, as Bob Ross would say. Although I don't think he ever built a prison, to be honest. That is a first time for everything. So our workers are all working away here. A holding cell can hold a maximum of 8 prisoners. It wouldn't actually allow us to hold any more in. Or maybe it does, I'm not entirely sure. I've never tried it. I don't want to try it just now. So that's it. You can see it's lock-up time now. They're all going back into their cells. And that'll be them. So we're just going to build our offices. We're still away here. That's a staff row. We don't want our prisoners going in here if they are out exploring. So the office is a desk. So actually what we can do is do that. So office desk, a chair and a filing cabinet. So you've got your desk here. Let's rotate it. Rotate it as well. Your chair. And a filing cabinet. Let's have a look at our filing cabinets. Where are they? Here we go. So you can thankfully search for things. So we'll speed time up slightly. So that's our office done. To hire a warden, so we go to staff, warden, plop him in there, and go to bureaucracy and unlock finance. That will unlock in 6 hours. Thankfully we don't have to do this for 6 hours, you can speed up the time. You can see it going through there. So the Warden's decided he actually would rather have this office rather than that one. Okay, so we'll just have that. Now it's actually starting to get a little bit messy, so at some point we're probably going to need to clean the place up a bit. So just let this go through almost. Let's have a look. What can we do next? Medical ward, maintenance, visitation rights, security, and staff well-being. So we can make a decision going forward how we want to do this. You know, do we just focus on our 8 prisoners that we've got? So sell our logs, don't actually need to have them there. Gives you a bit of money actually having a forestry. And it's almost done. Finance is almost done there. We've got staff, hire accountant. You can only put things where you can see, and there we go. So it's now 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm assuming our prisoners are all locked up. I can't see them from here. So in the meantime, thanks everybody for watching. I will see you next time in Stone's Prison. Bye bye now.